It builds up gas and I have to open it every once in a while, which reminds me, I probably need to open it and it smells like sanitizer as well. That has to have a worse scent than the MLP jar, man.
In this video, I looked at more of my chat's god-awful chat confessions. I think I may actually have the 7th layer of hell for my Twitch viewing audience. You should come join us, twitch.tv/Kwote.
Here are the incredible things I've eaten. A rock, 2 bath bombs. How are you not dead?
I don't know why I keep asking for these things, because it never goes well for me. And I've actually asked for these before. There will be this big card at the end that takes you to the last time we did this bull. Did you know only 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit that bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later if you decide you hate me.
Hashtag not my confession booth. I really tried to make the old format work. Like this banner at the top used to shrink down when you zoomed in. Now it just makes it really fucking fat and like I can't do it anymore. Like look how fucking large it gets if I zoom in too much. It takes up half the fucking screen. It's so annoying. Which is a shame, but oh well. Anyways, as a kid I stole everything not nailed down. I'd steal from book fairs, other students. I thought you meant you stole other students and I'm like, that's very illegal. Family members, everything from pencils off their desk to video games to money that was laying around. I'd steal from every store I went to, like sometimes hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. So you're good at it, damn. I was never caught, never got in trouble. I didn't need any of it. I just stole stuff to steal. I ended up throwing most of it away or gave it to my siblings. I'm too much of a little bitch to do it as an adult, except small things at the self-checkouts. Did your parents just not know that you were getting a bunch of random shit that they definitely did not pay for? That's nuts. Kleptomaniac energy? Kinda, yeah. As a child, I was very creative with mixing food, especially chips with sauces. Before we continue, I'm gonna say I mixed Cheez-Its and Gatorade and that shit still whips to this day. I stand by that combo. Cheez-Its and Gatorade. It's so fucking good. It changed my perspective on how food works. But one day I got tired of mixing these chips with sauces and I wondered, is there a chip flavored sauce? So with 1 bag of chips in my hand, I chewed up 3 chips without swallowing and spat it onto another chip and ate it. Sometimes I would add another chip on top of the spit chip, making a chip, spit, chewed, chip sandwich. I did this for a couple of years until my mom saw me doing that and scolded me for it. Therefore, never doing it again. Oh, and I also do Kwote's thumbnails for a living! Ariwa! No! No fucking way! You're fucking kidding me! That's hilarious! You know, I gotta thank you for the rest of this paragraph because it really pulled the attention off my Gatorade and Cheez-Its combo. You fucking one-upped it so hard. Your mom saw you doing it and scolded you for it. I had a friend whose little brother would unironically fucking take the chips, lick off all the flavoring, and put the chips back in the fucking bag. Unironically. Did that with Doritos. And like my friend, bless his heart, warned me beforehand so I didn't actually like eat from those bags. This is a pretty unique one, Ariwa. This is a pretty unique one. I feel like I know why you're the kind of person who got hired by me. I also think I know why you are the way you are. Long story short, I have an ex-BF, I'm 21, that while we were together, I introduced him to your content. We watched all your vids and streams together whenever there was new content. At one point, which I don't know how it happened, it was a night you were streaming, and this motherfucker was horny as hell. I ended up giving him head while your stream was on in the background after we both just acted like nothing happened and kept going on watching. To be honest, I think it was some kind of a Five Nights at Freddy's stream. I'm so sorry you have to know this. The poor mods who had to read this. Sorry, love you guys. This was a mod before they were modded? No way, dude, no way. This is like the terminally online equivalent of giving someone head in the movie theater. Like instead of paying attention to what's happening on the flick, you're giving head, man. I know a dude. Oh my fucking god. I don't want to say who, but like I know someone who lost their virginity while the Black Ops 2 multiplayer menu music was playing in the background. I gotta fucking find this. It's the funniest music I think ever to lose your virginity to. Listen to this banger. This while fucking dude, imagine. This was a friend of mine. I've not had sex. I know I could go like 7 rounds listening to this. Whenever I'm trying to get like multiple out in one jerk sesh, I put this on in the background and I feel fucking focused. My boyfriend is absolutely obsessed with your content. I mean it too, it drives me crazy. I mean, who the fuck is this guy? He's so attractive, I want to be him. Your boyfriend says that about me, dude? Holy shit. This dude has gotta have it rough. It's a fucking guy in a green hoodie with a mask and sunglasses. He listens to a playlist of your videos while he sleeps at night. He got sad because he woke up once and your videos stopped playing. He consistently keeps begging me to watch your content. What kind of hive mind seed have you placed into his brain? Your videos are like fucking baby sensory videos to him. Who the fuck are you? Why are you? How can I be you? I want him to be this obsessed with me. What's your advice? Well, the main thing would be to become me. That would be your first angle, but that's not really possible. So I don't know, if you can't beat him, join him. Here's the thing. You gotta reverse engineer it. You gotta figure out what down to your boyfriend's core makes him like things about me. Meaning you have to watch my videos and figure out what I'm about. It's literally really like you have to become a Kwote viewer. Also, your boyfriend's mad parasocial. Like, I'm glad he's able to get to bed off of my videos. I think they'd keep most people awake at night, but holy shit, this is the worst fucking romantic situation I could imagine being in. I can't imagine dating someone obsessed with my videos. Good lord. This is a weird one. So one time when I was with my ex-partner in the heat of this home moment, I sat there in between his legs and used his jewels as an elephant trunk. He was shocked, understandably, but we laughed it off and never did it ever again. I feel one thing I've learned about women is that they have like a fascination, like, you know, or to all non-penis havers, they have a fascination with the way the penis works. Like every girl I've met, like at some point or another, has asked or wants to eventually fucking aim for their boyfriend when they pee once. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because they've never had the experience to, but I don't know. Like the elephant trunk thing is very funny in my opinion. If I had a dick, I'd stick it in peanut butter. Well, duh. That's what peanut butter's for. That's why they make the fucking containers so wide. That way it has room for multiple sizes. You have a freaking alien between your legs, and you guys have a fucking black hole. What do you mean? It's terrifying. Fucking probably goes to an alternate dimension, dude. It's terrifying. Black hole over alien? Yeah, one is significantly scarier. There's this coworker I really hate, and for some reason I'm her favorite. So you should take advantage of this. It doesn't matter if you like her or not. It's all workplace politics. He keeps getting in my personal space at my desk and doesn't leave me alone. One day I had to fart real bad and didn't have time to go outside, so I prayed for a silent fart and did it. I was lucky in the way it was silent, but it smelled so bad. Of course, right when I did it, that coworker decided it was time to come annoy me and smelled it. She started going on about how there was a gas leak in the building and we had to evacuate, and was starting to make a big deal of it. I didn't really want to tell her I farted and somehow managed to gaslight her into thinking there was no smell and she was just imagining it, and that she should go take a breather outside the building since she wasn't feeling well. Somehow it worked, and I've never told her or anyone. I feel like a gas leak smells a lot different than just straight up gas. Like a fart has a very distinct musty smell. A gas leak can almost seem pleasant. I don't know. I think she just might not be the brightest. Gas leak, gaslight, gatekeep. Gaslit over gas, over passing gas. Pleasant. Listen, when you guys went to the school buses after school and they were all they had been lined up there for the next hour waiting for the school day to end, didn't like the smell of diesel, like of diesel fumes that was are objectively fucking bad to inhale? It smelled like, I like the smell of that. I don't know why. They've taught us to huff gas since a young age. They have taught us to love the smell of fumes. It's true. The children yearn for the mines, dude. The fucking toxic fumes that get underground. Minecraft the game. Shit smells good. Gasoline, like fuselage smells good. Petrol. I have this concoction that sits in a water bottle and I've had it for about 4 years. It's filled with dirt, grass, a pink lemonade packet, a purple marker, white glue, liquid in the stick kind, sand, and a bunch of hand sanitizers. I made this monstrosity that's known as Cancer 2.0 with my friends, but what they don't know is that I put saliva in there and I'm pretty sure single-celled organisms are growing. Color of the clusterfuck used to be purple because of the Parker, but now as the years have gone by, the dirt and other stuff has settled to the bottom, and now the liquid part is a murky orange red if you shine a light to it. It builds up gas and I have to open it every once in a while, which reminds me, I probably need to open it, and it smells like sanitizer as well. Do you keep it in a fucking, like, quarantine cell? Do you keep it on your desk? That seems disgusting. That has to have a worse scent than the MLP cum jar, man. That's awful. That is a truly grotesque one. Like, the closest thing I have is a fucking science project I made using, like, arts and crafts material and, like, some stuff that, like, weird gel stuff to replicate what the inside of a skin cell looked like or whatever. And, like, I just forgot to put it, or, like, throw it away after a while. So it looked real gross. It didn't smell bad. That's the closest I've had. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess this is a lost cause, so I got rid of it. Jesus Christ, man. This isn't deep, but when I was little, I was a freak of nature. My parents would sleep with their door open. I'd often get nightmares, and I'd walk down the hall of my room to their bedroom like any other kid. Except I'd stand in the corner of the room and stare at them for 30 minutes to an hour trying to contemplate if I should get into sleep with them. It got so bad I would do this almost every night, and they probably knew about it, but didn't do anything. I don't know why I thought standing creepily in the corner of the dark room was a good idea, but I did it regardless. Sometimes if I felt like switching it up, I'd stand at the end of their bed and stand completely still. I eventually became normal and stopped doing it, but they told me recently is terrifying. Much love, Kwote. Thank you. See, what you're describing is what most kids would do at the door. My mom told me recently that when I was younger, I was 6 at the time, my parents used to have a mini fridge in the room full of cans of Coke. One evening I had an argument with my dad, so as revenge, I went into my parents' room, took 2 cans of Coke from the mini fridge, pulled back the covers, and poured the whole 2 cans of Coke specifically onto my dad's side of the mattress. And I remade the bed to hide it. My parents didn't realize it until they were getting ready to sleep. My dad, without looking, hopped into bed and sunk into the wet, sticky mattress. There's no cleaning it either. My parents had to buy an entirely new mattress. What's funny is that I'm the same guy from the story about my brother deleting my saves from the N64 and me making it look like he wet the bed. I don't know why my younger self had an obsession with pouring liquids onto bed, LMAO. I'm starting to think, like, the shit you did to your brother was not just like, oh, it's just siblings messing with each other shit. I think you actually just like fucking with people. You liked fucking with people as a child. There is a pattern of behavior here. This is not just like some sibling rivalry. You are evil. You are an evil person. What was the argument about anyways? Did he not let you have goldfish and you fucking, like, cost him $1,000 over it? Ugh, it would have been a smarter investment if he just gave you the snacks, to be fair. My brother and I got into an argument once when we were kids because somebody had wiped some shit on the walls in one of the bathrooms. It was later discovered to be mud, which ended with him calling me a slur. I decided I'd retaliate by sneaking onto the family computer and deleting all of the local save files for his games while he wasn't around, even ones he spent hours on. He thought his save files got corrupted and I've never revealed that to him. This is a weirdly common revenge tactic. And like, I get it. It's something very personal and that they can't really track the blame to you on. You just have to act stupid and like you have no idea what a save file is and you're chilling. Hi Kwote, recent watcher, love the vids. Alright, here's the confession. I've been pretending to go to college for the past 4 months and nobody knows. I'm out of high school already and most of my friends have already started classes. Some even go to the same college as me but have different majors. Sometimes they'll ask me to hang out with them but I'm always too busy. I'll tell them I'm too busy. My parents and work ask to see me more often about school but I'll always say it's tiring. I even post only during certain times in the morning and certain times in the afternoon. I won't answer messages till later in the day either. I've actually been in my house most of the day and working more on weekends. Sometimes I think some people notice I actually haven't been going to school. I will eventually. Time just hasn't been on my side lately and I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't started my classes yet. I mean, when you said that you hadn't been going to college, I was scared that you were actively paying for the classes. I honestly, man, this is like a house of cards. You are building a house of lies. If the longer you keep this going, when it falls apart, which it will, at some point, it's just gonna get worse. I say you come up with an action plan, figure out what you're actually gonna do, put it into motion, and then after it's already in motion, you tell your parents or whoever it's actually relevant to the truth. Like, bro, you're putting more effort to making it seem like you're going to college than it would be if you had actually just gone to college. You're stopping yourself from posting to social media from certain times. This is how often it's stressing you. Do you really think you'd be less stressed if you just did your fucking coursework that you're planning on doing anyways? Like, good lord, 4 months! One time during middle school, I decided to help my mom pass out candy. I went out as a zombie/dead Princess Peach, tearing up bits of the dress and painting some parts of it red to make it look bloody. Painted my face white, gave myself sunken eyes by making them black, and added blood on my lips and mouth. I guess my costume was too scary because I ended up scaring a little 2 to 3-year-old girl so bad. She screamed and started crying, fell down the small set of steps to our front door, and cried harder as she got up to run to her mom. Her much older sister was still at the door, just watched what happened with no expression and simply said trick or treat. That's such a fucking older sibling thing, man, especially when the kid is too young to have object permanence. 2 to 3-year-olds are unironically scared of their own shadows. The hedgehog. Like, they would actually run away from that shit. This probably is not a unique thing. I wouldn't feel too bad about it if the older sister did not give a fuck. I gave the older sister extra candy for her little sister. She did not give that to the little sister. I haven't handed out candy since, and I felt shitty about accidentally scaring the kid. It literally just means you had a good costume. It's the bum-ass kid's fault for not having the capacity to appreciate it for what it was. Used to hump the stair railing clothes when it was like 5 because it felt good. I stopped for like 5 to 6 years until I discovered what masturbating is. Also, I had wet dreams about my dad, aunt, and cousin. Oh my fucking god. People discover what masturbation is in weird ways. It happens. But why would you admit all 3 of the last sentence, dude? This is subconscious. This is happening while you're asleep. I'm just moving on. I don't think I can handle that. My roommate chose crack over her antipsychotics, lost her job, got bailed out of jail, started prostituting herself. That is tragic, because I know there's like a lot of struggle and suffering that goes behind decision and like circumstances that bring it there. What a fucking opening, dude. Yeah, my roommate, like, imagine this casually comes up over a bill. I mean, yeah, my roommate chose crack over antipsychotics the other day. That was crazy. She abandoned our apartment, and when she tried to come back for her stuff, I threw it all out the window and yelled at her. I would have fought her if our complex didn't have cameras. She stole a lot of my stuff and sold it for crack money. Yeah, no sympathy. So one day, I found out that my parents keep all of me and my brother's Christmas presents in their closet. Me, being the impatient child that I was, decided to look in every single box to see what both me and my brother got. Then on Christmas Day, I would act surprised. This is 4 years ago, and I still haven't stopped. I call it my little Christmas tradition. It's not a Christmas tradition. You're literally just breaking the spirit of Christmas, dude. You're such a fucking buzzkill, man. I have found where my presents have been hidden before, and I simply just didn't look at them. I walked away. I had the self-control because it's more fun. It's more fun to wait. Like, sure, it sucks as a child, but you're not a child anymore, or at least not in the way a toddler. How old are you? So, like, you're old. You're at least a fucking 13-year-old if you're on Twitch, and you're doing it to this day. I do it too. Come on, Kwote. I have the same fucking criticism for you, man. Way to fucking ruin it. Way to ruin the fucking celebration, man. It's called etiquette, man. It's called fucking etiquette. Only exception is the opening one Christmas present on Christmas Eve tradition. I never personally did that, but I respect respect it as a concept. You know, it's like a trailer dropping for a movie you're really excited, or a demo for a game you really want to play. Just gets you hyped. Okay, so once, I think when I was like 8 or 9, my younger brother, who was around 5 or 6, had a loose tooth. Being the annoying brother he was, he made a big deal about it, like crying when we were eating and complaining about it. So one day when he was crying about it, I kicked him in the face and his tooth fell out. May have gotten yelled at and in trouble, but it was worth it to see him stop crying every 10 seconds. I regret nothing. You could have just used the door with some floss, man. You didn't have to go so hard, jeez. I've eaten several things I shouldn't have. Let's start with food combinations. American cheese with a Pop-Tart, ketchup and eggs, honey mustard and rice. So if you remove 2 of these things, by some estimations it would be a meal. Remove honey mustard, remove the Pop-Tart. Cheese and eggs, makes sense. Cheese, eggs, and rice, makes sense. Cheese, eggs, rice, and ketchup. Some people have ketchup on their eggs. It happens. Not bad enough. Here are the incredible things I've eaten. A rock, 2 bath bombs. How are you not dead? Paper, a crayon, a dryer sheet, Perlo beads, Lego tires, various textures of plastic, and pencil lead. What takes the cake is I don't regret a single one. TBH, I'd eat another bath bomb. That shit was amazing. Please don't eat bath bombs, guys. My rice is good, okay? Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. Considering we ate the erasers off pencils all the fucking time, I feel like that's easy as hell. I feel like that's an easy one to believe. You people are unsavable. You're literally out of the realm of hell. You're stuck like this forever. I hope you enjoy that. Also, if you guys want to be a part of the next Stream Interactive, or the stream's not over yet, don't get me wrong, I'm just plugging this while the majority of people are here. Did you know if you're watching this on YouTube, you missed the fuck out where I stream this live on twitch.tv/Kwote on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays? You could have gotten to see the absolute abominations live as they happen, but you missed out. It would have been fun to have you here. We would love for you to be here next time, but I hope you enjoyed the video regardless.